Yeah, guys, Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope everyone had a great Christmas day yesterday. It all went very quick again, I know that. But certainly had plenty to eat and everything again. A lot of good stuff. Some good, fairly good stuff on telly, although a lot of repeats again, of course, as usual. But there were some great things. Gavin and Stacey, of course, one of the highlights on Christmas Day, as well as a few other things, but obviously not really here to talk about all that, programs on telly or anything like that. So obviously here to do this with the preview, which was meant to be earlier. Yes, I know it was 4:30, was supposed to be, but obviously with the football going on, I forgot to actually change the time on here as well. Then matches are actually still going on, and of course it's Man United and Wolves. It's going to be on very soon, R5, but obviously, I want to get this out of the way, and then I'll watch the rest of that probably. But yeah, really need to do this preview because it's a big game for us tomorrow against Brighton away. Could it be our first 3 points away of the season? You know, we're getting towards the end of the year, of course. Can we actually win an away game? We've been poor in our last two, I think. Losing to Newcastle, going out the Carabao Cup, that was disappointing, 3-1. And then, of course, the 2-0 against Forest, who are going really well, and won again today, 1-0. So they're looking really good. So no shame probably in losing to them in a way, but of course it was our first home defeat, which wasn't good. Not happy about, but there you go. I knew that run had come to an end eventually, that home unbeaten run. I just knew we couldn't keep it going, but Brighton's going to be really tough. Well, I know they're sort of not on great form at the moment, but whether we're good enough to get the points against them, take advantage, I'm not so sure, but we will see. But I've got a comment here from Kev Flavin. Be up to you, mate. Yeah, happy Christmas, mate. Fingers crossed you get the 3 points at Brighton. Yeah, cheers, man. Thanks. Hopefully. It's not going to be easy, though. Let's be honest. But I know they're not in the best of form, but you can never write off Brighton. You really can't. Very good team. But I'll bring this page up, this article up, and we'll go into it. The match preview, got that on here. So just bring this up now, and I'll go through this. Match preview, Brighton and Hove Albion versus Brentford. All the analysis, team news, match officials and more. Here's everything you need to know ahead of Brentford's Premier League away game against Brighton. On Friday night, tomorrow, 7:30. Brentford face Brighton and Hove Albion at the American Express Stadium on Friday, 7:30 p.m. kickoff in the Bees final game of 2024. Thomas Frank's sides are still winless away from home, but they head to a Seagull side that has failed to win any of their last 5 games. Well, they probably love playing us because they'll probably beat us and get back into form, as other teams have done. Anyway, Richard Cole, playmaker stats, Brighton's key threats ahead of Christmas clash. Brentford will look to get back on track following a first home defeat of the season, when they travel to the Amex Stadium after Christmas to face an out-of-sorts Brighton, but still can't write them off. No way. The Seagulls are now on a run of 5 games without a win, 3 draws, 2 defeats in the Premier League following the 1-1 stalemate at West Ham last time out. Brighton probably could have snatched a win in the capital with some of their many faces, but eventually had to settle for a point. Besides the missed chances, that will really concern manager Fabian Hertzler, is that it was yet another game in which his team had been in front without going on to secure the win. That draw was the 3rd time in recent weeks that Brighton had opened the scoring before eventually drawing. The very same thing happened at home to Southampton at the end of November. as well as away to Leicester City after being 2 goals to the good going into the 86th minute earlier this month. Should Brentford go behind first on Boxing Day, they'll know that there is certainly a way back into the game. While the Bees would love to finally get an away win in the Premier League this season, draws are generally par for the course in Brighton. The South Coast team have played 8 league games this season, with exactly half of those ending in draws. Brighton's last victory at home came in early November in the 2-1 win over Manchester City. Only that time it was the Seagulls who came from behind to win. Of course, a winless December will mean that Brighton will be all the more motivated, and there are plenty of dangers for the Bees to worry about. Exactly. Kaoru Mitoma had probably the best chance of the game for his team as they look to restore their lead against the Hammers on Saturday. The Japanese winger's talents are well known and he continues to impress. Yep. In fact, Mitoma is behind only Jeremy Doku for progressive carries, 86 compared to the City forwards 89, in both the Premier League and in Europe's top 5 leagues this season. Similarly, the wide man ranks 6th in the English top flight for successful take-ons, 33, and progressive 3rd for progressive passes received. Brentford will need to be on their toes to deal with Mitoma, but there are other dangers. Pervis Estepinian is perhaps lucky to be able to feature against Brentford after only receiving a yellow card for his lunging tackle late on against West Ham, and the Bees' backline will have to be wary of his balls from the left, with only Dwight McNeil managing more crosses per game on average than the Ecuadorian, 2.1 crosses per game. In the build-up to this one, Hertzler has highlighted Brentford's dangers from set pieces, but Brighton are no slouches in this department either. Although I doubt for this game, Danny Welbeck has scored half of his 6 leagues from set pieces. No one in the Premier League has more set piece goals this season. The forward is tied with Arsenal's Gabriel Magalhaes. To add to that, Brighton have 5 goals from headers this season, the same as Brentford, which means that the defence will have to stay tall again to counter any aerial threats or bombardments from the wing. Scout report, Dan Long, Sky Sports, some improvement needed for Seagulls to hit exceeded expectations. Brighton have become model students in the Premier League since promotion in 2017, consistently improving, breaking club records and setting an impressive example to clubs outside the top 6 or 7 as to what can be possible. They finished 6th in 22-23, which brought European football for the first time in their history. Though, as expected, the extra demands brought new challenges to solve and new obstacles to navigate. Roberto De Zerbi's side played 8 extra games on the way to the Europa League last 16, which provided memories for life for Seagulls fans, who had seen their club finish 18th in League One as recently as 2007. But the 43 separate injuries, the third most of any Premier League side last term, took their toll. Had it not been for their electric start of 5 wins from the first six league games, the fact that they only won 4 of the 20 after Christmas might have been fatal, but they got through and still managed to finish 11th. Following the struggles towards the end, it was announced prior to the final game of the season against Man United that De Zerbi would be leaving. We have mutually agreed to end Roberto's contract at a time that suits both parties, allowing us the earliest opportunity to plan for next season. And Roberto plenty of time to consider his next move and his future, said Brighton chairman Tony Bloom. 1 month later, 31-year-old Fabian Hertzler, fresh on winning the second Bundesliga title with St. Pauli, was appointed as his successor on a 3-year contract. When the news was announced, Bloom said from the start of the process to appoint our new head coach, Fabian was always a standout candidate and one who had caught our attention with his exceptional work at St. Pauli. Brighton did a great deal of business to prepare the squad for the Germans' first season in charge. In fact, they spent the third most in the league. The signings of Jorginho Ruta and Yankuba Minta from Leeds and Newcastle respectively cost a reported 70 million alone. With the halfway mark of the season approaching, it is fair to say that while there are no real concerns, they are only 6 points behind surprise package Nottingham Forest in fourth. Many would have expected slightly more as a result. The level of anticipation has risen sharply in recent years. In 17 Premier League games so far, they have taken the lead on 10 occasions but only held on to win 4 of those games. 3 of those 10 leads have come in the last 5 games, from which they have taken only 3 points. As Andy Naylor referenced in Hot Off the Press, the Seagulls have at times missed the leadership that could well have been a key factor in the climb further up the table. Joel Veltman's return from injury has come at a pivotal point in that respect. But Hertzler rued his side's lack of a killer instinct after a 3-1 defeat to rivals Crystal Palace recently. The 6 goals scored across the aforementioned run of 5 without a win show he certainly has a point. Carry on as they have been, and Brighton should be assured of a mid-table finish. But this club has been accustomed to bigger and better things, so they need to step up again if their goal of getting back into Europe is to be realised. Yep. I'll try and get to the team news if I can now. See about the injuries. We probably have the usual injuries, I would think. Rico Henry and others. Aaron Hickey, I should think. Let's have a look. Is there anything? Trying to see if there's any injury news. No. I think it'd be the same anyway. It's going to be pretty much the usual. I know Io is out again as well. Thiago, of course. And I don't know about Norgard, maybe back. I'm not totally sure. But I know it is the usual. Rico Henry, Aaron Hickey, Eagle Thiago, Aya, and 1 or 2 up. Jensen, I think he's still out. We've got a lot of injuries coming up to this game, so it's not going to be great. So we got to put out whatever we can. Hope it's good enough. Obviously, I'll do an update later tomorrow. We're before the kickoff, which will be probably about 7. Because 7:30 the kickoff. And update you all on the team news, confirmations of the team lineups, and injury news and so forth. I'll do that all tomorrow. So obviously, this is just a quick one now. Anyway, today. That's what it's always going to be. I was just going to do this briefly. Just go into it. It's not going to be easy, this one. I'd love us to get an away win, sort of at the end of this year, and actually getting an away win would be incredible, and after the last couple of games have been so disappointing. Losing both, it's not been great. Performances haven't really been up to standard, I don't think either. Been very disappointed with our performances. Certainly that last home one, that was pretty deflating after being so good at home. Over this season, we've been amazing, scoring plenty of goals, conceding as well, but scoring plenty. And we just didn't look like it against Forest. I know it was always going to be a tough game. They're a great team, very good team. I rate them. But, they took points away. They took beat teams like Liverpool, of course, as we know, over the season. So it was never going to be an easy game, even though it's at home. But unfortunately, we did lose. So I'd love an away win this time. my prediction would be great. I'd love say a 2-1. If we can get a 2-1, even, I guess, a point. We could take a point, but maybe a 1-1, 2-1. I don't know. We have got to play a lot better, though. We really have. They have struggled lately, Brighton. So, let's take advantage, guys. Come on, lads. We can do this. Come on, at last. I've been really pissed off lately with us. Last 2 games, and we haven't been at it. We just haven't been at it. We're not stinging, and if we do this against Brighton, we're going to be done there as well. So, come on, guys. Let's do this. Let's get an away win to finish the year. 3 points away. Come on, a late Christmas present, please. And then, because of course we've got Brentford. We are Brentford. I mean, Arsenal, forget that. Cut that bit out. Snip, 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 snip. We are Brentford. I mean, Arsenal. Anyway, we got Arsenal. Don't worry about it, guys. I've still got this, the holiday brain, the Christmas brain, and brain fart. But yeah, we got Arsenal on New Year's Day. So that's going to be, fairly tough. Love us to beat them, of course, and it will be at home, at the G-Tech. So, let's get back there at the G-Tech and get a home win for our fans against Arsenal. What a win that would be. If we could do that. I mean, I think, the last time we beat them was that when we came up, that opening game. So, but anyway, obviously I'll be doing a lot of previews for that, and should have plenty of Arsenal fans to come and join me for that, to preview it. So, that'd probably be, I guess, when would that be? Monday? Possibly Monday. Doubt if it'd be New Year's Eve. So, because it's New Year's Day, obviously, the game. So, it'll probably be the Monday, next Monday. So, anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this. Follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and subscribe to Mr. B Hiver Football Chat and Mr. B Chats England Cricket. Come on, guys, get these subs going up. I haven't had any more subs. Still on 109 on this one and 24 on the cricket. So please, 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 please sub if you're new, and keep liking, smashing those likes, and keep supporting me as we get going to 2025. That's great. But as I say, thanks again, guys. This has been a fairly quick one tonight. I'm going to go and watch the rest of that football. Been enjoying the football so far. So, I hope everyone else has. It's been pretty good. Good matches. City were held. So, 1-1 by Everton. Yeah. So, again, not good for them. Obviously, Man United are playing Wolves at the moment, so I'll go and see how that's going. And obviously, Villa lost to Newcastle. Yeah, there's some good games. Only 1-0. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to bounce. As I say, there will be obviously a reaction to this, which will be Saturday reaction stream. There'll be a reaction stream to this on Saturday. The buzz will be next week. I've got the buzz on Monday, which will be an end of year review of the Premier. The way we've been, I thought we've been all season, which been good, some good stuff at home. So a lot of goals, a lot of them conceded, but obviously we'll go into it all. on Monday, as well as other people's teams, other, fortunes of managers and who got the sack or how well they've done. I like to talk about Pep, of course, and people like that. General sort of end of year review. Looking forward to predicting what might happen in 2025. That's next Monday, so check that out. Watch out for that, guys, as well as I say, the reaction for this. But then, of course, also I'm doing an update tomorrow, before the game, about half an hour before. So, be an update of the teams and everything, confirmation, injuries, whatever. But as I say, once again, guys, thanks a lot for watching or live or on playback, whatever you've been doing. And thanks to Kev for coming in to the live chat. Merry Christmas again to you all. Hope you've had a great one. Have a safe and peaceful rest of the year, and Happy New Year when it comes to it, of course, which won't be long. But anyway, guys, enjoy the festive holidays, and for now, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.